Basically, I brought you here because I kind of wanted to talk about religion,
Okay.
about being a Christian. There's so many young men, there's so many men in general and women that don't have any sort of guidance, any sort of spirituality, and we see the effects of it more and more every day.
Mhm.
If you could you if you could say something to somebody that doesn't have that guidance, that may be searching for it, what could you potentially say to kind of lead them?
I know that we're living in a day and time where the so-called experts, like the Barna Research Group and Pew Research, they say that the fastest growing religious group is what's called the nuns. That when people go in and fill out documents, if they're going into the hospital or they have any kind of paperwork they have to fill out, and if it asks for any kind of religious affiliation, they check the nun box. I understand some people probably have been turned away from what they perceive as organized formal religion because of the failures they've seen, that they've had a bad experience with somebody who claimed to be a Christian who was affiliated with some religious group. So they just sort of turned them against religion altogether.
Right.
But the word religion in the New Testament carries the idea of to bind back again. We get our English word ligament from the latter part, from the stem of that, the root of that word.
Right.
And it comes out of the Latin, but of course it goes back originally to the Greek. But you don't have to know all that to go to heaven.
Right.
But that's the idea. So religion is what God has set forth, where we can be bound back to Him because of sin, we're separated from God, and religion is the arrangement God makes so that we can be bound back to Him. One of the things we would want to stress to people is here is a way for you to have a relationship with a God who loves us.